Robotics and artificial intelligence and the benefits and dangers of these two technologies are becoming part of our lives, impacting our decisions, actions, and the way we view the world. But although they refer to recent technological developments, as concepts, they are deeply ingrained in our collective storytelling for thousands of years. Believe it or not, ancient Greek mythology, which has been a major influence in the Western world, gave us some of the earliest robots, creations so advanced and autonomous they might feel eerily familiar today. In the mythological forge of Hephaestus, god of fire and craftsmanship, we find golden maidens who assist their creator like modern AI-powered machines, described as automata in Homer's Iliad. And believe it or not, there are many more Greek myths that are dedicated on this concept. Welcome back to Helinika's podcast, where we explore the timeless myths and histories of Greece through a modern lens. I'm your host, Marielena, and in today's episode we'll delve into a topic I have explored in depth for the collector. As artificial intelligence reshapes our world, it is really fascinating to see how mythology has long grappled with similar themes. Humanoid creations and the ethical dilemmas of playing God. Are robots going to help us advance as a society, or will they be our end? And if they're not our end, will they have some impacts on how we interact with each other? In the meantime, I want you to share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Now, getting back onto the main topic, well, perhaps ancient Greeks did not have to worry about robots taking their jobs, as we may fear today. But we can imagine Athenians reserving extra free time for wine talks if that came true. Despite that, their myths often touch on the subject of humans becoming creators. They did not use the word robot as it is, but they did describe the use of artificial people as servants for humanity. Let's start with the controversial figure we mostly learned through Hesiod. This is no other than Pandora, who you might know from the myth of Pandora's box. Well, in reality, we don't have Pandora's box, we have Pandora's Pythos, Pandora's jar. It all started when the Titan Prometheus, who loved humans, offered humanity the gift of fire, helping them advance beyond any other creature on planet Earth. Humans used fire to create and therefore become creators themselves, infuriating the gods and goddesses of Mount Olympus who sought revenge. They thought of a punishment that would be disguised as a gift, and the phrase "be aware of the Greeks bearing gifts" was created for a reason after all. Just like humans became creators of soulless objects through the use of fire, they created an artificial woman who was meant to help humanity prosper with her beauty and valuable skills for domestic work. And they offered her as a wife to Epimetheus, who was the brother of Prometheus, the Titan who loved humans. And they also gave Epimetheus a pythos, a jar, that contained countless plagues that had the potential to destroy humanity. That is why the jar was sealed and was given to Epimetheus to protect it and keep humans out of danger. One day, Pandora, a wondrous creation who was programmed to listen to others and follow orders, just like AI is programmed today, decided to take actions herself and, unable to control her curiosity, opened the Pythos, releasing multiple evils into this world that plague humanity to this day. Sorrow, disease, vice, violence, madness, greed, and so much more. Everything that makes Earth a horrible place. The jar also contained another element, hope, which remained sealed inside the jar and still helps humanity continue going through life even in the darkest of times. There are indeed countless ways to interpret the myth of Pandora. She is an archetypical figure who is often analyzed in gender and religious studies. However, Pandora's story is one of the many ancient Greek myths that may perhaps reveal our fear for our own powers. From Hesiod, we know the gods created Pandora after Prometheus had offered humans the great gift of fire. The latter gave them the opportunity to become creators themselves, bringing anything they could imagine into existence. In a certain way, they accidentally acquired divine powers, a hybris that resulted in their own nemesis, a word that means punishment. Could this be a warning? A warning many thought leaders have brought up in the era of artificial intelligence and robotics? What are your thoughts? Now, another similar myth that is still remembered through Hesiod and the Argonautica is the myth of Talus, the most well-known ancient Greek automaton, a humanoid machine that we would call a robot today. Just like Pandora, Talus was created by the god Hephaestus to protect Crete from invaders by patrolling the island's coast and throwing huge rocks at any ship that came too close. He was also said to be able to run at great speed. That enabled him to circle the island 3 times a day to ensure its security. Despite his role to protect, he antagonized the hero of the Argonautica, Jason, and was therefore destroyed by Medea, his sorcerer wife. And once again, we see that, on one hand, the automaton stands as a symbol of power and protection. On the other hand, his descriptions give us a glimpse of how ancient Greeks viewed robots, as protectors of humans, but also a threat to humanity. A third myth that is still relevant to this day is the one of Pigmalion, a sculptor who wanted to create the perfect wife for himself out of ivory, who came to life with the help of Aphrodite. It will not be uncommon in the near future to see men and women seek love and acceptance in the presence of human-looking robots. Pygmalion married Galatea, his creation, starting a conversation about relations between humans and objects that gain consciousness. This is a scenario I personally really fear. I have a fear and concern about humanity, and I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. Now, this may be related to the fact that I'm European and grew up with these myths. In the article that is available on The Collector, I talk about cosmotechnics and the hesitation we may feel towards accepting new technologies in the West, a fear that may be more present than in Asia or other continents. Now, if you're curious to read more about it, I will include the link in the description. And now it's time for your turn. I'm really curious to read your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Did you know these myths? What is your perspective on AI? Make sure to leave a comment and we stay in touch till the next podcast episode.